Aquarius, this is your no contact relationship reading. You're currently in a period of separation with your person. We're going to find your energy, their energy, what they believe the issue was or the challenge was in the relationship, your opinion on it as well, and some advice from spirit. So let's get started. As always, this is YouTube Tarot. Use your discernment to determine whether this is your message, your energy. And of course, this is not predictive. This is just to reinforce what you already know. Your current energy, the Five of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Ten of Cups. Clarified by the Queen of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, and Death. All right. So what it feels like to me, just right out of the gate, is that this separation has been, we'll say, trying, trying for you. The separation might have come as a little bit of a shock. It caught you off guard. Maybe you were invested in your relationship. It kind of rocked your stability, whether it was from an emotional standpoint. It feels a little more emotional, but it might have been financial as well. You might have felt that this was the end all be all with the Ten of Cups here. I get this kind of just this low level energy of, I knew this was going to happen. Like maybe more like I knew this was a possibility. Possibility. A, po- a, a possibility. Even that doesn't feel right. You're questioning whether you did enough in the relationship, or if there was something that you could have done a little bit differently with death here. I also feel like you muted your energy in this particular relationship, if that makes sense. It's almost like you played it safe. Yeah, that's what it is. It's like you played it safe. There was a part of you that came into this particular relationship with this very small, nagging, like doubt that, oh man, do I take this leap of faith? Do I try this out? It has, on one side, it's almost like you're this fool being sandwiched in the middle of the Five of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups here. Is like you had the highest aspirations for this to be the Ten of Cups. That was one of the possibilities here. But then on the other side, there was also a possibility that, it could end up where you were abandoned and left out in the cold, that you were financially destitute, that it just all went to shit. And, that was and there's a part of you, this fool, like when you made this jump, it's almost like he's kind of leaning more towards like, this is probably not going to end up very well. That might have very much shadowed your current position being in no contact with this person. But during the relationship, or you might be thinking to yourself now, like, where was it that I actually played it safe when instead I could have used this as a transformation, as a jumping off point to really make some to step outside of what is safe, what is secure, what is nurturing, embody a different energy here, a different queen, a different and different aspect instead of this, did I play it safe? Not because you wanted to, though. You were aware, you when you made this leap into this relationship, you were very aware that there was not only a possibility, but you were kind of leaning towards a probability. And you know what, we can kind of look at that a little bit more in detail at the end. Let's take a look at your person's energy. Your person's current energy, the Five of Swords, the Four of Cups, the Three of Swords, further clarified by the Four of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and the Seven of Wands. Wow, your person is going through it. So they are unhappy. They are unhappy in this current energy. They are pissed off and disappointed and sprinkled with a little bit of heartbreak, right? And they really are standing their position like I I I was looking forward to this, the Four of Wands foundation with you. I was looking forward to this stable, committed relationship. I really offered it to you and you just basically blocked it from happening. They are very much in their feelings right now. It's almost like they're oscillating back and forth between being heartbroken and being, they're sad and they're angry and they're sad and they're angry. And then they're just kind of like, oh, I'm so tired of even thinking about this. But what is underlying that emotional storm, right? That back and forth, it's like reminds me of a choppy sea. It's kind of their energy right now. Was the I approached this relationship the right way and you blocked me from being able to do that. Hmm. Let's see what you thought the problem was. What was the challenge as the viewer sees it in this relationship? What was the challenge? The Ten of Wands, Strength, and the Ace of Wands. All right, further clarified by the Seven of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Five of Pentacles. So when this first Ten of Wands to Strength to the Ace of Wands, when this came out, what I immediately felt was the straw that broke the camel's back. Like you're already overwhelmed, overburdened. Um, you couldn't possibly tack on one more wand. Like you could not put any more weight on what is already about to crumble. Yet there it is. This feels very much like it was internal. And I think it comes back to that there's an under and almost hidden energy of What was it that you felt that you were missing here? If you could identify, if you could identify the thing that was missing in this relationship, what would it be? I feel like you put a lot of pressure on yourself and then crumbled under your own pressure. But I'm not seeing like what the pressure was unless it was expectation. It with the lovers here being sandwiched in between the Seven of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles. So I'm taking this more as like the idea of choice. So it was either kind of wait it out and see what grows naturally in this relationship as it evolves, or have that same feeling of abandonment, being left out in the cold, it not going the way that you had originally planned it to go. It almost feels like rushing it to the point of breaking it. But you didn't like phys- physically rush it. It's like it's like the pot on the back of the stove. It was like it was like burning within you from behind, and somehow you were projecting that, or you were like casting a shadow over the entire relationship, because it almost feels like fear of it failing in advance and then projecting that outwardly. And maybe that's what this Queen of Pentacles, did I play it safe? Should I have taken this internal turmoil and transmuted it with the death and turned it into something, I'm hearing wild and free, like just take fear and turn it on its head. You got nervous. You got really nervous here. This feels like a whole lot of expectations. I think you came into this expecting the best or the worst, right? It's either going to be great or it's going to be awful. And because that seed was in the back of your mind of it's going to be awful, you kept waiting for the awful to come, right? You kept waiting, kept building all of that anxiety, all of those wands. You just kept stacking them on and on and on. And so anything that came in that even remotely resembled excitement or new or or this, when you were there and you were transforming, did I play it safe? Like, this is not safe. This is wild and free and fun and exciting, and like this came in completely unassuming, but you're like, oh no, no, I cannot possibly put one more there. I do not have the physical capacity to handle anymore. And it wasn't even bad, really. It was like, it was almost like you were like unsure, unsure which way this was going to go, right? You were unsure which way. And look at those pentacles, five of pentacles on either side. You didn't really know. You wanted to take the chance in the hopes of getting the really cool thing. But when it came to like waiting for it to organically grow into this, you allowed this to grow instead. And maybe that's what your person is feeling. Like maybe that's why they're just so pissed off and heartbroken, because they genuinely like, this is something that they want in the future, this stability, this happiness, and they were offering it to you and you were blocking it, and they couldn't really figure out like why. Like, why is there so much resistance? And your resistance was being generated from fear. and I don't even think you were aware of. I think that it was like on the back burner, like I said. All right, what is your person? What do they think the challenge was in the relationship? The Eight of Cups, the World, the Chariot. Holy shit. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune, the Seven of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles. So their energy is kind of telling me with the Eight of Cups in the World, they kind of felt like you were on your way, like out the whole time, like kind of in you know, I don't know, fifth gear. Like it kind of has like a runner feel to it. It kind of their energy is it kind of feels like, well, what they're telling me that the problem was that you were like 1 foot out the door the whole time. You were 1 foot out the door the whole time. And it was only a matter of time until like mm, it was only a matter of time until you basically sabotaged the plans of building something like legitimately with them. I don't feel like they were concerned about lying, cheating, stealing, but there's an energy of almost like it's self-fulfilling prophecy. It's self-fulfilling prophecy. It's sabotage because of negative limiting beliefs that are in the dark. Like they it's funny because their energy feels like they feel like you robbed them of the opportunity. Like they had every intention of building something that was based on love and commitment and planning and allowing things to unfold in the organically in the time that it takes for these things to unfold. I had a reading very similar to this. If you're currently in separation with m- maybe a Capricorn, possibly. I don't know. I don't know if I remember it or if I think about it, maybe I'll link it or something. But there was another one that was very similar to the same energy that they felt like they were like robbed of the opportunity that they had every intention of doing exactly what it was that you wanted. They just you didn't give them enough time to get there. Okay, let's see what as you see it or did see it until this reading, right? But if you're still here, it must resonate in some way. Um, what you believe that could help with the situation or benefit or bring you two back together. The Queen of Cups, the King of Wands, and the Tower. We're gonna get two more for further clarification. The the Seven of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. So you might not even be aware of this, but it's coming through very strongly. So, with the Queen of Cups and the King of Wands and the Tower here, which was the original pull, what this is telling me is this is saying, I want to take initiative to tear down this idea, this structure that I have built regarding self-love, right? Regarding being confident in who I am from a soul level, from a soul perspective, to where I don't fear abandonment being left out in the cold. I don't fear endings or failures or I don't see them like that because I unconditionally love myself. And I know that this is not personal, that this is an experience. I'm comfortable in my own skin. I am full, my cup is full, and I have so much that I can give it freely to others without expectation, which includes fear. The King of Wands, look at the King of Wands, look at her. He's saying, that's what I want, and I get what I want. Especially as it relates to holding on to disillusions, which is what you want to destroy here. Disillusions being fear. You are holding on to aspects of fear as a possibility, and it is crippling your ability to get what it is you really want. I swear that that was in another reading, like just almost this exact, it's the exact same vibration. I don't know if I expressed it the same way or if it would resonate the same way, but the legitimate energy, the vibration of this reading is identical, roles reversed to another reading that I just did. Except you, and you might not even be aware of it, but you are hell bent on changing this part of you. I think this is your soul speaking up and going, we are not doing this anymore. This self sabotage, this being run by fear, playing it safe. There was a part of you that came out in your energy and said, did I play it safe? Why didn't I just take this and transform it into something wild? Right? All right. What does your person believe at this time would say for benefit or Seven of Cups, Knight of Cups, Seven of Wands, Page of Swords, Three of Wands. Okay. Kind of interesting here. So your person is also recognizing this disillusionment. I'm just going to use the disillusionment, but they are doubling down. Check this out. They are doubling down on this energy right here of I came correct. I came at you correct and you blocked me. Look at that. I came at you correct and you blocked me at every turn. I think they're saying if you take this Page of Swords and you really look at it from an analytical perspective, and Aquarius, you're awesome at that. Like, take a look at the facts. Look at what did. Like, you are all up here in your fear and your disillusionment and you're worried about all of these things that don't even exist. They're all imaginary. Fear is completely imaginary. And instead of looking back at it and actually seeing what I'm handing you here and your response to what I'm handing you, like you just said maybe there's something better around the corner. This might also be that they don't want to wait for you to look at the facts. Or maybe they've just kind of resigned to the fact that it doesn't matter how hard they try to get through that block that you have, that defensive, that I feel like maybe they can't get through it. Let's get some advice from Spirit. Can we get some advice for Aquarius? with some advice. The Page of Cups, the Six of Cups, the Ten of Wands, the Five of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles. I feel like this is just highlighting the same thing. This deck is really interesting. So this deck, the Six of Cups, whereas we would normally see it as like nostalgia or um, somebody from your past, an event of your past, childhood memories, children, like all of those innocence type of thing. This is called ghosts of the past. So you have the Page of Cups, which is called a dreamer, and ghosts of the past. That to me says disillusionment, Seven of Cups energy. Well, I mean, really, I mean, you're offering another one to the six, which is seven, right? And it's you're hyper focused on this perceived burden, and it's causing so much conflict, and you're holding on to it. And it just, this whole line feels like fear. You have dreamer, ghost of the past, burden, conflict, and obsession. I feel like Spirit's saying, just like take a look at it. It's not real. It's not real, but you're letting it make decisions for you. I think that you should go within with the hermit and find that independence, that fearlessness, that that strength. Oh, and the Hierophant, like spirit is here to help you along that. You just have to look back into it. Maybe not even look back. Look back is not the right way to say it. Look within and see the glory that you are, right? That's what this feels like. It self-fulfilling prophecy. It yes. And then, it'll be something to celebrate. Oh, it's like overcoming. Oh, it's like overcoming what is in your shadow. This really feels like there was a seed of doubt that came from fear, and it got embedded and it grew behind the curtains, and before you know it, the branches are blocking every opportunity for your actual happiness. And it manifested its way in the strangest of ways. Like, because I'm not seeing what happened here. There's not anything that happened. The only tower on this table was the one that your higher self wants to destroy for your benefit inside you. Man, I'm getting all fired, like I'm getting all excited. I love it when things are this clear. Like, okay, I'm not saying that it's easy because it's not. Like, shadow work is difficult. Shadow work is in the shadow. It requires illumination. It requires examination. It requires rigorous honesty and authenticity. And usually, when we're working from a shadow place, we don't genuinely know who we are. So, you've got an option here to fully trust your higher self. Give it, what do they say? Let go and let God, right? Give it to God. Give it to your higher power. Give it to whatever you call that more aligned version of yourself. Give it up, let it go, surrender fully so that you are open to the glory that you actually are. You have It's a flaky shadow, warrior shadow, gullible shadow, easily misled or duped, trustful, naive, lack of world experience, worry unnecessarily or expecting the worst. That's exactly what we said at the beginning. Stress easily, fearful, apprehensive. That's what we said. The endless worrying is preventing you from fully thriving. Trust in the divine plan that is unfolding for you. That's it right there. That is the shadow that is being illuminated. This one right here. You said it from the very beginning. I'm going to jump off this cliff. I am taking this nosedive into God only knows what, but I hope that I end up catching a rainbow on the way down, or I know that it's going to end in the snow with a broken leg. And somehow that one won out because of this shadow. This is not who you are. This is your fear. You are unconditional love. Perfect. Exactly in this moment in time. Exactly where you are. So see what that does for you. I think that with a little critical self-examination, your uh, your Raven Relics Codex of Questions says write a bucket list. Let's we're gonna grab another one. That's I don't even like that one. Uh, what do you want your future self to say about you? All right, Aquarius, I'm going to leave this here because you have some work to do. And knowing you, man, you're going to catch that one, just that one thing. You just need that one thing, and it's all going to click. It's all going to come together. You're going to piece it all, and like that, you've integrated the shadow. And maybe you can pick up the phone after you do that, and you can call your person, right? And you could tell them how much of a weenie you were being and how you have found your strength and would really like an opportunity to buy him a coffee or something. All right. You are unconditionally loved and supported by the universe, and so is your person. My unconditional love to you. Until next time, take care of yourself, Aquarius. You've earned it.